The first time I met a human, I thought they were going to die. No, seriously. The fragile little biped was bleeding from at least 3 different wounds. Their ship was literally on fire, and they had the audacity to smile at me. Smile? Like this was some kind of joke instead of a Category 5 disaster unfolding in the docking bay of my cargo station. Hey there, friend. The human wheezed, stumbling out of what remained of their escape pod. You wouldn't happen to have a medkit, would you? Maybe some coffee? I could really use some coffee. I am Vrek. I run a modest trading post in the outer fringe, far from the squabbling empires and their endless politics. I deal in supplies, information, and the occasional questionable cargo. What I do not deal in is drama. But here was drama, literally bleeding all over my nice, clean floor. What happened to you? I asked, already reaching for the emergency medical supplies. My 4 arms made quick work of the cabinet while my eyes scanned the human for critical injuries. Oh, you know, they said with a shrug that absolutely should not have been possible given the state of their shoulder. Wrong place, wrong time. Pirates didn't like that I refused to hand over my cargo. I didn't like that they shot at me. We agreed to disagree violently. The human's name was Marcus Trent. Over the next few hours, as I patched up their wounds and listened to their absolutely insane story, I learned several important things. 1. Humans have a bizarre relationship with pain. 2. They make terrible decisions with remarkable confidence. 3. This particular human had been transporting medicine to a colony on the edge of civilized space when the Krell marauders decided to make an example of them. The kids need that medicine, Marcus said quietly, their earlier humor fading. Autoimmune disorder. Without treatment, they have maybe 2 weeks. I felt my chest tighten. I knew the colony they meant. A terraforming operation, barely 5 years old. Families trying to make a new start. Your cargo is gone, I said gently. The pirates took everything. Yeah. Marcus stared at their bandaged hands. Yeah, they did. Now, here's where I made my mistake. The mistake that would come back to haunt me in the most unexpected way. I gave Marcus Trent 3 crates of broad-spectrum medical supplies from my emergency stock. I gave them fuel for their half-destroyed ship. I even gave them a repair kit and sent them on their way with coordinates to the nearest safe port. I will pay you back, Marcus said, gripping my primary hand with surprising strength. I swear it. Humans do not forget. I waved them off. Consider it a gift. Just try not to pick fights with pirates next time. Marcus laughed. Actually laughed. No promises. That was 8 standard months ago. I forgot about the incident, honestly. One good deed among thousands of transactions. The outer fringe moves fast, and memory is a luxury when you are trying to keep your station profitable and your hide intact. Then the Krell came for me. It started with a message. Simple, direct, terrifying. Vrek of Trading Post Gamma 9, you have been identified as an enemy of the Krell Dominion. Surrender your station and all assets, or be destroyed. You have 6 hours to comply. My blood went cold. The Krell did not make idle threats. They were the largest pirate organization in 4 sectors, with military-grade ships and absolutely zero mercy. Why they wanted my tiny, insignificant station was beyond me, but the why did not matter when you had 6 hours to live. I sent out distress calls. Every single one. I called in favors, begged for help, offered everything I owned. The responses were universal. Sorry, Vrek. Too dangerous. The Krell are too powerful. Good luck. 5 hours and 40 minutes later, I was alone, watching the Krell fleet approach on my sensors. 12 ships. 12. For one trading post. I wanted to laugh at the absurdity of it, but my throat was too tight with fear. Then something impossible happened. A new signature appeared on my sensors. Then another. Then 5 more. Then 20. Human ships. Not merchant vessels. Not explorers. Warships. Actual, honest-to-stars human military warships, dropping out of faster-than-light travel in a formation so precise it looked like a work of art. My communications panel lit up with an incoming hail. I accepted it with shaking hands. The face that appeared on my screen was older than I remembered, with new scars and harder eyes. But the smile was exactly the same. Hey there, friend, Marcus Trent said. Heard you might need some coffee. Behind them, I could see the bridge of a human dreadnought. Officers moved with practiced efficiency. Weapons systems hummed to life. Marcus. I could barely speak. What is this? This? Marcus glanced over their shoulder at the organized chaos of the military bridge, then back at me. This is humanity paying back a favor. Told you we do not forget. The Krell fleet must have seen the same sensor readings I did, because their confident approach suddenly became a lot less confident. 12 pirate ships against 20 human warships? Even Krell math could calculate those odds. Their lead vessel hailed the humans. I listened in because, frankly, it was my impending doom they were discussing, and I felt entitled to eavesdrop. Human vessels, this is Captain Vrek of the Krell Dominion. You are interfering in legal salvage operations. Withdraw immediately or face consequences. Legal salvage operations. I would have laughed if I were not so terrified. Marcus did laugh, right there on an open channel for everyone to hear. Legal, Marcus said. Vrek, buddy, pal, friend I have never met before. You are threatening a civilian trading post with overwhelming military force. That is not salvage. That is bullying. And humans? We have a thing about bullies. This does not concern Earth. Vrek's voice rose an octave. The station operator aided enemies of the Krell. We have every right to claim restitution. I froze. Aided enemies? Then it hit me. Marcus. The medicine. The colony. The Krell must have found out I helped Marcus escape. Helped them save those colonists the Krell had been extorting. This was revenge. Oh, it concerns us now, Marcus said, their voice dropping into something cold and sharp. Vrek helped one of ours when they needed it most. Asked for nothing in return. Expected nothing. Just did the right thing because that is who they are. So yeah, Vrek, it definitely concerns us. There was a pause. A long one. I could almost hear Vrek calculating, weighing options, deciding whether this fight was worth it. You would go to war over one alien shopkeeper? Marcus smiled. It was not a nice smile. We went to war over a harbor once. Started a whole thing. Ask your historians. Humans are weird about loyalty, Vrek. We remember who helped us when nobody else would. We remember who stood with us when standing meant risking everything. And we pay our debts. The human fleet began moving. Not attacking. Not yet. But shifting into attack formation with the kind of precision that said they had done this before. Many times before. Vrek made a sound that might have been Krell cursing. This is insanity. One favor. One single act of kindness, and you bring a fleet. 23 ships, actually, a new voice chimed in. I recognized it immediately. Captain Lisa Okonkwo of the human destroyer Relentless. I had met her once, years ago, during a supply run. She had bought 3 crates of engine parts and told me terrible jokes. Just arrived. Sorry we're late, Marcus. Traffic was murder. No problem, Lisa. Just in time for the party. My station's sensors now showed 33 human warships surrounding the Krell fleet. This was beyond excessive. This was beyond anything rational. This was humans being humans. Vrek's voice cracked. You are all insane. Yeah, probably, Marcus agreed cheerfully. But we're insane together, and that's what matters. Now, you have 2 options, Vrek. Option 1. You leave. Right now. You leave Vrek alone. You leave this sector, and you explain to your bosses that threatening human friends is bad for business. Option 2. We show you exactly why picking fights with humanity is a losing proposition. You cannot protect every alien in the galaxy. Watch us try. Silence. Long, stretching silence. I could barely breathe. 33 human ships against 12 Krell vessels. The math was simple, but the Krell were proud, vicious, and unpredictable. Then Vrek's ship turned. Slowly, deliberately, they began retreating. The other Krell vessels followed. Within minutes, they jumped to faster-than-light travel and vanished. I stared at my sensors in disbelief. They actually left. The Krell Dominion, the terror of the outer fringe, had retreated because humanity said so. Marcus hailed me again. Hey, Vrek. You okay? Ah, yes. I think so. My voice sounded strange to my own ears. Marcus, I do not understand. You brought an entire battle group for me. Not just me. Called in some friends. Turns out a lot of humans remembered the story about the alien trader who helped one of ours without asking for payment. It spread. People talked. When we heard the Krell were coming for you, well, Marcus shrugged. We had some ships in the area. Thought we'd stop by. Some ships in the area. 33 warships. Casually. Like it was nothing. Captain Okonkwo's face appeared in a split screen. Vrek, good to see you alive. Listen, We're going to leave a patrol group here for a few weeks, just until the Krell get the message. Also, I need more of those engine parts. You still stock the Mark 7 plasma couplers? I nodded numbly. Yes, I have them. Perfect. Business and protection. Multitasking. She grinned. Over the next hour, human ships took up defensive positions around my station. Captains I had never met hailed me to introduce themselves, to place orders, to tell me they had heard what I did for Marcus. Some thanked me. Some invited me to visit Earth. One captain offered to adopt me into his family, which seemed excessive, but genuinely meant. Marcus stayed on the line the whole time, just watching, that smile never quite leaving their face. I gave you 3 crates of medicine and some fuel, I said finally. This is too much. Nah, Marcus said. You gave us something more valuable. You showed us that kindness still exists in this messed up galaxy. You helped when helping was dangerous. You asked for nothing. Expected nothing. They leaned forward. Humans do not forget that, Vrek. We do not forget the people who stand with us. And when someone threatens our friends. Marcus gestured at the fleet surrounding my station. We show up. Every time. Without fail. I felt something warm bloom in my chest. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Vrek, for reminding us what we are fighting for. The humans stayed for 3 weeks. The Krell never came back. Word spread fast through the outer fringe. Touch Vrek's station, and humanity comes for you. I never paid for that medicine. But I gained something far more valuable. I gained proof that in this vast, often cruel galaxy, some species still believe in loyalty. Still believe in protecting those who cannot protect themselves. Still believe that a single act of kindness deserves an entire fleet in response. Humans are insane. Absolutely, completely, wonderfully insane. And I would not have it any other way. If this story entertained or taught you something, please like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and bring you more stories like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next story.